Most people are lemmings. We do stupid things. So again, you go to conferences, oh, you know, the next generation are going to be better. And I say the next generation, the most narcissistic generation, the millennials. You expect them to be better? Give me a break. Because the big fashion is millennials. And I say millennials, firstly, are only what you're talking about, are urban upper class yuppies. But if you look at the age group, most millennials in the world are poor. As an age group. But they talk about yuppies, living in rich Western or Asian middle class, highly advanced middle class economies. This is again ways to attempt to not speak about the truth. But the millennials who have the technologies are the most narcissistic in human society generation. And they are going to be the saviors? Really? It's only those parents who have guilt complexes who want to think. But as soon as they become adults, they will live in a different world if you do not transform these things. So we have to debunk many of this, and I try to do that in a polite way. It makes me sometimes very unpopular, but I think most people know the truth. Most people know the truth. You know, the other thing is the shared economy and all of this. I said, you know, you guys are joking. Most people have nothing to share. Most people have nothing to share. Only middle class living in urban areas have things to share, and they want to call this a trend. We have to actually speak the truth. So, you know, I'm always asked about fake news. I said, I don't know why you in the West are getting so excited about fake news. My entire upbringing was based on fake news, your news. Telling me who is free, who is the bad guy, who is the good guy. I have no problem with fake news. I was brought up with it. In fact, that is the role of your media. The history books of the developing world was all fake news. So why are you getting so excited? Because now it's affecting you. Well, we have lived with fake news for a long time. Nothing new. So I think now we have to use this sense of urgency to speak truthfully. My area is about how the economy works with sustainability and resource constraints, bringing it together with politics and governance systems, and cut deep. And I don't want to say I'm exceptional in that sense at all, but I'm the first one, I think, with this part of the world cut to that point. And now my second book, I hope, will show, without the state, we are screwed. So how do we make the state better? And it's not through revolution, because we pay a very high price for revolutions too. So I'm asking the next generation to work to create those institutions. But the problem is the technology allows them to cop out. Just watch some porn, play a game, date. That's what most of the, I call the social media antisocial. There's nothing social about it. It's how to get laid, how to have an affair with your neighbor's wife or husband. It's how to find cheap meals, do meaningless things, watch sport, watch porn. And then there's about 0.01% of astrophysics on the internet. But otherwise, most people's time on the internet is just wasted time. We all know this. You know, taking another picture of your breakfast and sending it to 50,000 people. Who cares? Get a life. So I'm not on Facebook, I'm not on Twitter, I don't do social media. So students ask me, why? I say, because I have a life. I'm not lonely. I don't need idiots to like me. I don't need fools to follow me. I believe this very strongly. I have enough complexity in my life, coping just with email. And I don't have enough time to give to the people who are closest to me. Why would I be so narcissistic to share images on Instagram or others? I mean, that is the height of the decay of society, in my view. You know? It's a meaningless existence. We are getting trapped. It's a new cocaine. What we call the digital crack. There used to be a digital divide, now there's digital crack.